Bradley, and I am the writer, director, and executive producer of Stabbed 2, one of our short films from StabMovies.com. I also play Ghostface in it, but I play Ghostface in a lot of our movies, so I don't always mention when I play that. Stabbed 2 was a pretty cool experience. We filmed at a location that we actually filmed at again in Stab 7, Knife of the Hunter, in the opening scene. It's the same location as that. And Stab 2 was actually part of our 12 Months of Terror that never got finished, but we got up to May. So Stab 2 was for April, and it was another tribute to our movies, basically. And it brought back Chris Doobie, which we were super excited because we hadn't had him in anything in a long time. And then Cynthia Fan came and played a new part. These two characters are sitting on a couch and watching New Year's Resolution, go figure. We just needed them watching a horror movie in the background, so we stuck our short film New Year's Resolution in it. So all of us that were in New Year's Resolution have a little mini cameo in Stab 2 as well. They start joking around, and Chris's character pulls out a fake knife and fake stabs his girlfriend to death. And they laugh until she pulls out a real knife and actually stabs Chris to death. Then she gets a phone call from the Ghostface killer, and he pops up and slits her throat. Cynthia had never worked with us before, and she was really brave because the night she came and filmed, it was just me and Chris Doobie and the kid whose house we were filming in. So it was her and 3 guys, and here she was, this little 18-year-old girl all by herself, coming to get fake murdered on camera. And Cynthia actually auditioned for us and wanted to be part of the Stab movies, and we tested her, screen tested her, and thought she was great. It was really exciting to get to work with her, to see when she showed up on set that she brought just as much enthusiasm on set as she did to her audition. So that was really, really cool. And her and Chris Doobie really, really clicked, and they got along really, really well. Stab 2 was a really easy shoot. Nothing in it was too challenging. And the only issues we had were with the blood. We really wanted it to be bloody, and Chris gets stabbed quite a bit, and then Cynthia gets her throat slit. And we were filming at a friend's house, and he was like, you know, just be careful with it. I don't care if you get a little blood here and there. And we were careful with it, but there's scenes, we were using a blood pump, when Chris was getting stabbed, and this blood would sometimes accidentally squirt places, so my friend's couch kind of ended up covered in blood, and we had little spots on his floor that we ended up having to try to clean up and stuff like that. And Cynthia had a really hard time with the smell that would come out of the blood when she got her throat slit, because it was this weird, like, latexy smell that would kind of waft up into your face as the blood was getting pumped out while it's squirting out of you. So she just had the trick too. We didn't do a prosthetic on her. She just had a tube in her hand, or a couple of tubes, and we pumped out blood that would all kind of squeeze out at the same time and run down her fingers. And it was so hard to film that we actually ruined her sweater the first take. So the second shot of it, the slitting is actually digital, and then it cuts to a shot where she's already bleeding. Another cool little fact is that the shots of Ghostface where he's up against the white wall were actually filmed after the rest of the movie. There were some shots that we had forgot. It was my fault. For some reason, I always forget to get shots of myself as Ghostface. Like, I'll set up the action shots fine and stuff, but if I ever need a close-up of Ghostface mask or him doing something, I always forget to film myself in the costume. So I ended up having to film the shots of Ghostface separately at home, and that was actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It edited together better than I thought it would, honestly. But the shots where he's watching Cynthia's character sink to the floor and stuff, those were filmed completely after we had shot the short film. But overall, that was a great experience, and it was really easy to do, and we had a great time doing it.